Hey, welcome back everybody to Ocarina of Time. I've already decided in this session I'm going to go ahead and just record up into the next dungeon, so I will have the next dungeon completed when I'm done with this session today. That's pretty awesome, and I'm excited because it's one of, if not my favorite dungeon in the game. It's definitely like tied up there with the Spirit Temple for my favorite. But yeah, over here, oh, he's gone. Interesting, maybe he doesn't come out during the day, or during nighttime. This guy does, though. What's he doing? This guy was in a Kakariko village as a kid. No response. He's sleeping. Oh, geez. Isn't that great? Yeah, apparently there's some dark, kind of depressing backstory with that guy. I didn't actually watch the video, but I remember seeing, like, some video that's going around on the big old YouTube algorithm right now. Since I've been looking up Ocarina of Time stuff and watching some of my videos, that's triggered the algorithm to just bring me a bunch of Ocarina of Time videos, which I guess I can't complain about, because I do love this game. I don't really know what I'm doing, just going into these random rooms and looking around everywhere. I'm going to have to remember my path. Let's see if Navi's message has changed. I wonder what's going on in the forest right now. Again, a little too late, Navi. I'm worried about Saria, too. You're always worried about Saria, which, speaking of, I wonder what happens if I do try to play her song right now. Let's do it. And the other thing I'm wondering is if I play it, if I go back as a kid and then play it, what will happen then? You want to talk to Saria, right? Yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am. I think Navi's a girl. Link, this is Saria. Saria, can you hear me? Wait, she is talking. Great. I imagine she wouldn't even be there. Great, you're safe. I knew I would hear from you again. Okay, I didn't know. I wasn't expecting this, actually. I'm in the forest temple. The forest spirits were calling for help, so I went to check it out. But it's full of evil monsters. Help me, Link! Help me from the monsters! You want to talk to Saria again? No, I think I'm good. I gotta go help her from the monsters, like she just said. So that's cool. So Navi tips you to try to talk to Saria. You obviously play Saria's song to talk to her, and then she talks to you. I never, when I played through this game again multiple times, I didn't really think to try to talk to her again, but I'm sure on my first playthrough, I have no idea why I'm over here, by the way. On my first playthrough, I did do that. That's how I found my way to the Spirit Temple eventually. So looky here, we have, when we came in here deeper in the forest, we got good old Mido over here. Or my doll, as I stupidly called him. What are you? Though you wear Kokirish clothing, you can't fool me. Kokirish. That's the proper descriptor, huh? I promised Saria I would never let anybody go through here. Anybody, huh? Why wouldn't Saria say Link? I'm sure she did, and he's being an asshole. Okay, so we have to actually, I think we have to actually play Saria's song for him. And that's what's like, hey, I know Saria, get the hell out of my way, and have a nice day. Being a loser, as always. I'm just kidding. You're kind of being a good guy trying to protect or do Saria's will anyway. Saria plays that song all the time. Do you know Saria? That song. Saria taught that song only to her friends. Okay, I trust you. When I see you, I don't know why, but I remember him. How can nobody recognize Link? He looks exactly the same, just older. There's no way his face morphed to such a degree where you wouldn't at least have the thought of like, wait, don't I know you? And wait, didn't I just go the wrong way? That's what I get for getting distracted, because I have to do it from the beginning. It's right, left, and then right again. I wonder if Mido is still going to be standing there. Yeah, he is. He just isn't blocking the way anymore. Left, and is it left again? Right, left, right, left. I think it's left again. I think I went right last time. That's where I screwed up. Nope, that's not right. Wait, I heard a Skulltula in there, though. Is this one I forgot to get last time, too? Or one I couldn't get because it was on the wall somewhere? I definitely hear a Skulltula. I might not be able to get it, though. Oh, I think this is the one I needed to plant a magic bean for when I was a kid, but I didn't actually do that yet, so I can't get it. So that's why I hear that Skulltula. Okay, did I try going right? Yeah. I guess I just need to go straight. How did I forget my way to the meadow? Alright, let's give this one more shot. I definitely have the first 4 right. Right, left. Guess I can go to Goron Village if I wanted to. If I have to take a detour, I can't do the Forest Temple anymore. I don't even know if I can skip it. I know you definitely can, especially since I have Epona. Okay, so the only way I didn't go yet was straight. Okay, was it straight and then right? Oh, jeez. Nope. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Give me one moment. Okay, straight and left, and I think now we go right, because this will take us off the top of the map. Unless we had to go straight one more time, and I'm going to be... Okay, good. We made it. We're back here in the Sacred Forest Meadow. Picked up a quick 5 rupees. I noticed the werewolf at the beginning isn't here, though. I missed that. Oh, man. But we'll be getting that here shortly, don't worry. From here on, we'll be going through some narrow passages. If you take it slow, maybe you could sneak up on some enemies. Get to play some more Metal Gear Zelda. Although this time, if we get caught, it just results in a fight, which I guess it often does that in Metal Gear Solid, too. I know, Navi, please, let me skip the text. Let me skip the text. Oops. Okay, see, I was trying to skip the text, and now I paused the game. There was something about the nighttime music in the forest that I wanted to mention. You can't hear it now, so I'm going to sound like a complete idiot, which I already am thinking I might be. But I could have sworn there's like a wind sound effect they added very faintly to that little nighttime ambiance you get in Kokiri Forest at nighttime. Because I don't remember... I remember like the owls hooting and like the crickets chirping, but I don't remember like that wind sound effect. So I think that wind is kind of associated with Ganondorf and evil, because that wind is going crazy when you're in Hyrule Castletown. Oh, I was just trying to see if, as long as he was facing the other way, if I could just walk up behind him and he would not be able to detect me, but that doesn't appear to be the case. I think you can actually hit these guys with the hook shot too. It can be pretty effective against them. Wow, not only is it effective, it kills them in one shot apparently. That's pretty great, unless I hit him already with my sword one time and I completely forgot about it because I was panicking. Worried about him turning around. Alright, turn this corner. Let's see if we can get another one hit shot with the hook shot. Yeah, that kills him in one hit. That's crazy, man. It's like just a hook going right into your back. I guess that if you aim it well enough, it'd be enough to completely paralyze somebody and probably be enough to kill him if you really aim it right. Alright, we need a ladder. There's a way to get up on the upper part here. I think I need to go up a little bit more further to be able to see it. Look at that. How does he not see me? I was even rustling through the grass to his left. He deserves to die for not paying attention to his surroundings. That's how I'm going to justify that. By the way, these things were very creepy to me as a kid. But now I just kind of find them funny and cute now that they're so easy to kill. But they were actually pretty intimidating and kind of scared me whenever they charge at you as a kid. They're moblins, by the way, so they go for, I mean, I guess they did an okay job, but man, do these things look ugly in this game. I guess they're not really supposed to look like beauty queens. They're minions of evil. They're always supposed to look ugly to the bone. Because that's how it is, right? If you're ugly, you're evil and shouldn't be talked to. That's how the world is. That's how the world seems sometimes, anyway. Let's get up the ladder. We're thinking too hard. Video games are making us think too hard about things again. We need to get to something good. I want to get up here. We already went down that hole, right? We got some fairies. I guess I could, maybe. Because I have an empty bottle. And I am going into what is actually what I consider to be the first real test in this game. Because the first 3 dungeons weren't really much. I mean... There were no... So you probably noticed, if you're familiar with Zelda games, there were no keys for doors yet that we've encountered in any of the dungeons we've been through. I guess that's their kind of way of keeping the training wheels on. You know, I could probably just get rid of these bugs, too. There's really no need for bugs that I have in the immediate future, and when I do need them eventually, it's very simple to get them, so... I do regret. It's funny, because me buying those bugs in the bottle is what led me to not having enough rupees to do the Epona race last episode. I had to go grind rupees, so it kind of triggered off me wasting a bunch of time buying that in the bottle, but whatever. That just happens in life sometimes. Sometimes you get scammed. What was I even talking about before? Oh yeah, the forest temple is probably what I consider to be the actual first like dungeon in this game, or hard dungeon, or any. It's not even hard. It's just it tests you a little bit more. The gloves are off and it knows you know what you're doing at least a little bit, and there are small keys in it, like I was talking about before. So there is a little bit more of that, having to manage where you've been and do a little bit more backtracking. It just feels overall more like a Zelda dungeon that you'd be used to. Just feels more fleshed out. Okay, this one here, this one's cool. He's got that big club, and he'll just kind of swing down these giant plumes of dust in a pattern. Extremely easy to avoid. And once you got him down, you can get a little window here. You can kind of get him stun locked. Right when he basically grabs the club with his other hand, that's when he's vulnerable again. That's pretty fun. Definitely gave me a lot of problems as a kid, probably, but not too hard to deal with now. And hey, we're back to a familiar place. This is where we talked to Saria before, when we first got her song as a kid. I mean, that feels like a long time ago because I've been lagging behind on making these videos, but it really wasn't that long ago in the grand scheme of the game. Oh, hey, it's you. Chic. I was making fun of your name. It was like calling somebody human. The flow of time is always cruel. Its speed seems different for each person, but no one can change it. A thing that doesn't change with time is a memory of younger days. In order to come back here again, play the Minuet of Forest. So yes, this is the first of many kind of teleport songs that Sheik will come around and give to you. And these save you a lot of time. This is basically kind of your quick travel of this game, even though you do have to play the song and everything. But it only makes sense because this is how you did quick travel in A Link to the Past as well, with the flute and the bird that would take you. If they had a bird that flew you around, like if we had the owl that would come down and fly you around whenever you'd play the song, that'd be amazing. But then again, maybe that would just be adding more time and just kind of be wasting people's patience. You've learned the Minuet of Forest. Link, I'll see you again. Now let me step backwards a few steps. And be gone. Looks familiar, doesn't it? It seems like everybody does that in this game. Well, only the Sheikah do, because we talked to Impa before. And Impa, I think they revealed it, but Impa is one of the Sheikah. You probably already know that if you played any Zelda game, like so many other things about this game. Alright, so he gave us a teleport back here, but seems like we can't really make much more progress. But what item did we just get? That's right, got the hook shot. And there's a piece of wood hanging up there. So if I can just aim my shot there. By the way, these pads, before I go in, these little pads are basically where all the temples are in this game. So if you see one of those, and you've probably seen them before when we were as a kid, those are places of interest where a temple is going to be located. And here's the first of the 5. We're doing it. It's the Forest Temple. The instant you walk in, you're greeted with that music, but you take one step, and here's your first enemy. So we'll have to hold off on that and just take care of these guys. I forgot that there were actually 2 of them. But the other one kind of went off and did his own thing, so I'm only really doing with one at a time, luckily. And with the Master Sword, it doesn't take quite as long to dispatch of them either. Even if you have to take a hit or two. They only do a quarter of a heart each, it seems, so not that difficult to take care of. And there it is. There's the music. I'd say this is tied for my favorite temple in the game, but this music is absolutely my favorite temple music. It's very calm. There's something calming, but also frantic and kind of unnerving about it. It has the perfect mix of being the creepiest and most calming song you've ever heard in your life. And I don't know how Koji Kondo pulled it off. I mean, he basically pulled it off by using a bunch of samples. There are like a lot of weird kind of like tribal samples of like flutes and people chanting, and it's just crazy. And I just kind of casually took care of that sculpture there that was chilling on the wall. There it is. There's the chanting. I always thought that sound was like Link's voice actor making that noise, and I've seen a lot of other people think that too. But no, it's just some dude, I don't know, like they sampled some tribal chanting, and that was him. And he was made forever immortalized through this game, I suppose. And up there in that chest, we did get our first small key of the game. That's pretty crazy to say when we're 16 episodes in, but that is the case, so we'll have to keep track of those. I want to see if I can do a spin attack when this thing spins. Okay, good. I was hoping I was far back enough to where I wouldn't jump into him when I tried it. I don't think there's anything else in this room for now. Eventually, we'll get the compass and the map, which will make navigating our way around here easier. What's this? Oh, we've got 4 multicolored torches. I like this little quirk of the dungeon, too. So each of those Poes will kind of go off and do their own thing and hide in a separate section of the dungeon. And I think there's a specific order you encounter them in, but you basically have to kill all of them to bring the fire back to the torches here. That's where everything kind of comes together. Anything in these pots? I don't really need anything. I have full magic, full everything, so I guess we'll just keep going. I could open that door. I could also go straight ahead here because I think there's something interesting. At the very least, there's going to be a Skulltula over on this wall. I can see him chilling over there. I can't hear him, but you can definitely see him. Music's going wild, man. I just want to stop and listen to it so much. Alright, we already got 2 Skulltulas in here. I guess we'll just keep going. I don't know how much further I'll be able to go with just the 1 key that I have, but... Oh, there we go. You gotta block those things. I think these are the actual bubbles. Let me confirm that. Blue bubble. Yeah, these are the bubbles, which is weird because they're skeletons, but whatever. Guard against its blue flame with your shield. Or maybe they were always skeletons even in the 2D games originally, and they just couldn't show it because they didn't have that kind of fidelity. It's one of those two. Alright, so this is our first of a few fights with the infamous... what are these? Stalfos, that's right. Stalfos enemies. Another classic from even the very first Zelda game. The thing is, when you kill these, I remember, yeah, they give you a lot of lag. That one actually wasn't that bad. But there are certain rooms in this game where you fight these enemies, and it just lags up the place. Especially in one dungeon in particular that we'll get to eventually. Obviously, we're going to get to this entire game eventually. You can bet your ass on it. I'm committed. I definitely want to finish this series. Alright, easy enough to take them down. I forget exactly what I get from them, because it isn't the main item of the temple. It might just be another small key, so let's take a peep. Yep, that is indeed what it is. Alright. Good thing we can stack those up. It's nice to get those out of the... Oh, I already have full fairy, so I don't really need that. Although I will grab it to at least fill up my hearts. There we go. I don't think I mentioned this yet, but I did learn that the Giant's Wallet, the 500 rupee wallet, is the biggest one that you can get in this game, so... As far as rupee collecting goes, we're pretty much maxed out on that, so... It's also nice that they get that out of the way for you early, too. There's another Dora time block, or not really Dora time, just a time block in general. Guess I'll go ahead and play the song to get it out of the way. I forget what's behind it. So that is the thing about this dungeon. I've been wanting to say this for a few minutes now, but this is probably the first dungeon where I'm going to actually be getting lost, possibly. I mean, so far I seem to be navigating things okay, but can't say I've completely 100% memorized every single place to go in these later dungeons. And the first 3, I feel like I've just done so much, and they're so linear to where it's just like riding a bike. You're pretty much on autopilot for it. Okay, so let me start by figuring out what I want to do in this room. You might hear a Skulltula crawling around. And that's because there absolutely is one crawling around right up there, but I can't reach it unless I'm standing on that, so... oh, maybe I can climb on those vines over there? And get onto it that way. Because there are these wells here. I can't really do much with them right now because there is some water inside of it. I can't really dive down enough to be able to grab it. I don't think I can actually hook shot onto these vines either. They're just there for show. Although I did want to try it. Yeah, so we'll be getting to that other side later from another point in the dungeon. I actually don't think there is much of anything I can do in this room right now. Unless I can climb this big wall of vines. Ooh, maybe I can actually. I want to see what's up there. I don't remember exactly. I'm going to have to get rid of these Skulltulas first there to make it safe. Not close enough for him. Dang. Luckily, you do get a longer hook shot a little bit later in the game, but for now, it can be sometimes kind of hard to... I might actually have to... Because you don't have to get rid of these guys. You can maneuver around them and kind of anticipate them charging at you, but you do have to be very aware of it. And you kind of got to bait him a little bit too. Like right now, he's facing away from me, but once his mouth is facing right towards me, yeah, that will happen. I wonder if that actually got him in a better spot for me to be able to hit him, though. No, he moves back. I'm pretty sure I can get around him, though. Let me try one more time. Because if I start my climb, like when he's facing the other way, like right now, I'm going to go for it. Oh, see, he started to turn back a little too soon, so let me get down here where he can't see me. All right. I'm going to go for it. Yep, this is good, because as long as his mouth doesn't see you, he won't start charging at you. As long as his mouth doesn't see you. What a weird sentence to say. Alright, this guy should be simple enough. The hook shot. Yeah, that is the other way to take him out. Not only can he block with the shield to get rid of the fire, but you can just hook shot him too, and that will clear it up. I don't remember this part of the dungeon at all, or what you even get from this chest. Might be something good. Might be the map or something. It's a bigger chest. That's the logic of this game. The bigger the chest, the better the item. And if Link takes a moment to do this cutscene to open it, you know you're getting something at least halfway decent. It is the map. All right. That'll be nice. How far are we on time here? I kind of just started this dungeon, but, you know, we're kind of far enough in to where we'll take a little break here, so I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.